Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. It's Miss Cooper-Wagner, and we're going to take a look at our next assignment. So if you go into Google Classroom and you click under Classwork and Composition, you'll find what it is that we're going to be working on. So our focus for this week is we're going to be focusing on elements of composition. Composition is something that's really important because it helps you understand your artwork, particularly in the planning stages of the creative process, but it also helps you understand and be able to interpret the work of other people and appreciate what their planning process was when they were at the beginning stages. So the first thing that I'm going to have you do, if you look at the criteria, you're going to view a Prezi that I've made, and it's going to give you specific examples visually of each of the elements of composition that are really important to each artwork. I've also posted for you an infographic to see elements of composition, and those are with flat shapes and with lines. The next thing I posted for you is a handout, or you could use it as a quiz if you'd like to quiz yourself just to consolidate what it is that we've gone over with elements of composition. You can fill that out, and later on I will post the answers to that. The next part of your criteria, and this is where it's a little bit more work for you, you're going to be completing a research task. So you're going to be picking one piece of artwork that represents each element of composition. So there's 10 elements of composition. You're going to find an artwork. You're going to find the artwork. You're going to label it with the element, and you can put that either on top or beneath. You're going to also include the name of the artwork as well as the artist. So the periods of artwork that I'm looking for you to find examples from are the Renaissance, Baroque period, Rococo, Neoclassicism, and Romanticism. Those are the areas of focus for art history in the grade 11 course. And then finally, the hands-on task, and this is very open-ended depending on what you have at home, is you're going to be cutting out different shapes. So they can be circles, squares, geometric, organic shapes, triangles, etc. And you're going to choose one element of composition that you feel either you need work on or you'd like to explore further. You're going to be creative. You can use grocery flyers if you get them in the mail. You can use colored paper that you print out of your printer, magazine, stuff that you have from around the home. And you're going to be creating one element of composition. Now, typically, I don't promote the use of Wikipedia as this incredible place for all kinds of sources. However, in this case, I found it actually has a lot of great visual examples for art history. So I've included the links for Romanticism, the Renaissance, Baroque, and New Classicism. And just a reminder here as well, from the Prezi, here are the elements that we're going to be looking for specifically. So rule of thirds, this one's probably the easiest to understand and really important composition. Your points of view, so looking upwards down on an object or a scene, a worm's eye. You're looking from below and upwards. Different types of balance, so looking at symmetry, asymmetrical or radial balance, leading lines, so leading the viewer through a composition or to the focal point, use of odd numbers, 3, 5, 7. The horizon line, so taking a look at how the composition is divided if it's not sculptural. Depth, so looking at depth of field, what is close up and clear, what is blurred and smaller in the background. Framing, so zooming in and checking out how is it framed. Are there natural frames? Are there branches? Are there archways that are naturally framing the object focal point? Cropping is when you get up nice and close. Instead of including the entire object, you zoom in and show texture or detail of an object. And then space takes a look at your use of space, positive and negative space. So I've included on here composition. There's an infographic for you that you can review. Here is the composition quiz. It's not really a quiz. You can just take a look through that. Here's your rubric that I'm going to be giving you some feedback from. Okay, and don't forget to email me if you have any questions, post your thoughts on stream, and we will chat with you again next week.